Well, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nadia Diva Aditya C. I'm from TBI 1 class and my student number 221101060028. Here I will explain you about my final exam of extensive reading course. Well, here I will read the review of the book that I have read. Well, here I will read the book review on my first book on the title Christmas Angel. The first is orientation. Everybody love Christmas, or do they? It's not for Lauren Parker. She had Christmas and thinks is it silly. Sometimes happens to make her change mind. Do you curious about the story? You must read this book. The book title is Christmas Angel. It's created by Delia Chiaro. This book tells the story of Christmas, which is commonly celebrated by Christians. Okay, number 2 is summary of the story. Christmas Eve, the streets of London's West End are full of people, but not for Lauren, who heads to Christmas because she doesn't have family, friends, and relationship. So she thinks if Christmas is not important for her life, day by day was passed. She always get a Christmas from other human named Nick. Nick who always accompany Lauren in her loneliness, while Nick who always support Lauren to celebrate Christmas. But it's no, Lauren is still head to Christmas. Nick was gave any manner to help Lauren can celebrate her Christmas. Did Nick manage to persuade Lauren to like Christmas? Okay, next, number 3 is evaluation. The strength of this book that's very interesting to read. We will know how the history of Christmas that usually celebrated by Christianity. In addition, it can increase our sense of tolerance toward Christian. For the weakness of this book is, I think, the vocabulary given is difficult to understand, requiring readers to practice recognizing new vocabulary that can be used in daily activity. The last is recommendation. I recommend for students to read this book that you can know and understand the beginning of history, Christmas, and also we can learn about new vocabulary in the storybook that we can apply in our daily activities. Let's create your reading interest by read this book under title Christmas Angel. Well, now I'll read the book review of my second book on the title Fire on the Mountain. First is orientation. Fire on the Mountain is the story of a boy called Sugeng. He lived on the island of Java in Indonesia, but one night, the fire on the mountain near with his house changed his life. He lost his home and his family. He got to town and make some new friends and others. Many new and strange things happen him before he finds his family again. The book is created by Jerry Meister. There are 21 pages of this book. Next is number 2, summary of this story. Sugeng is a boy who lived on the island of Java in Indonesia. He lived near with a mountain, and one day, the mountain which near with his house changed his life. He more suffered than before. He lost his family. Then he got to town and make some new friends there. He meet with many people, many new and strange things happen to Sugeng. Every his journey on his life, he can face with his strongness, and day by day was passed. He finds his family again. Next, number 3 is evaluation. The strength of this book that's very interesting to read and very suitable for the beginners who will try to read English story. One, the book, we get many value. For example, is we can learn how to stay strong when face every problem in our life. In addition, we can more spirit to face our problem in our life. And for the weakness is many vocabulary that difficult to understand. Well, the last is recommendation. I recommend for students to read this book so that you can know and understand the beginning of the story. A person who feels brave to face problem of his life. We can also learn about new vocabulary in this story. We can apply in our daily activities. Let's create your reading activities by read this book on the title Fire on the Mountain. And now I will read my book review on my last book on the title Knife in the Heart. First is Orientation. Knife in the Heart by John McCrae is a mystery novel set in Los Angeles that follows journalist Nick on a murder investigation that uncovers his personal secret and conflict, with a strong atmosphere of the era, complex characters, and a thrilling mystery plot. Okay, for the next is summary of the story. Knife in the Heart is a mystery story set in Los Angeles, where the glittering life of Hollywood collides with the shadow of crime. Nick, a journalist, found himself involved in the murder investigation of a woman with a knife bored in her back. During the course of his investigation, Nick must uncover the secret behind this mysterious event while dealing with his own emotional conflict and personal memories. The novel promises a blend of immersive atmosphere, suspenseful mystery plot, and complex character development, making it a compelling and thought-provoking story. Well, the next is evaluation. Knife in the Heart excels in several key aspects. The intriguing mystery plot, which centered around the murder of a woman with a knife in her back, serves as an interesting basis for suspense. Readers are naturally drawn into solving the mystery along with the characters. Nick's character's development as he navigates the investigation while grappling with internal conflict. Enhance the narrative depth and emotional connection. The author's writing style sucks in immersing the reader in the era and the characters, providing an enthusiastic atmosphere. Exploring implied themes such as guilt and personal memories has the potential to increase the depth and impact of the story. And for the last is a recommendation. If you're looking for a mystery novel filled with atmosphere, deep characters, and an intriguing plot, then John McCrae, Knife in the Heart, that's great choice. The gradually unfolding mystery and surprising twists make this book hard to put down. I highly recommended this novel to all fans mystery stories who are looking for an immersive reading experience. Well, that's all about my book review that I have read on this final exam of extensive reading course. Thank you for watching and see you!